Right now this morning, parking vote ahead. What today's expected vote on off-street parking in La Crosse could mean for you. And extreme cold arrives, but first what you need to know to help stay warm as you get ready to head out the door this morning.
Yeah, plus it's no joke out there. Colder conditions, bitter conditions this early morning with a wind chill possibly from -15 to -30. More about that coming up in just a moment.
Good morning, I'm Allison Furkett filling in for Alexandra.
And I'm Art Jarrett.
It has been super chilly this morning. We've been talking about it, like taking forever to warm up the car. Make sure you give yourself extra time before heading out the door because it's frigid out there.
It's frigid out there, and I couldn't get my window open on my driver's side door, so doing that, let me just talk about that in a second. Doing that, it took me a while, about 15 minutes, and I started getting real cold out there, so I had to come back inside to warm back up before I went back out there and fixed it. Hey, that's the thing, so limit your time outdoors. We've got that bitter cold out there. Right now, we're holding on to temperatures that are around, say, -5 in some cases, but it feels like it's about -26 in some areas. We'll get into it here as well. Colder air is coming back again for us tomorrow, but not as bitterly cold as it is today. So that means we're going to start to warm you up back into the 20s, and then eventually the upper 30s start to roll in. For now, cold conditions coming in with this Arctic blast moving in. Snow up to the north as well as out to areas of lake effect snow pushing over into Michigan. We'll also be seeing here, as you see in blue right here, this is the cold weather advisory. Now, it's not necessarily in our area, but it could possibly be. And if it does, we could see a wind chill of at least -20 to about -30. And that means frostbite could start within a half an hour of exposed skin outdoors. Now, please be careful about that. Other locations, you're seeing some of the snow advisories. They're beginning to back off now. And of course, as we take a look here, overnight lows, that's what we're looking at right now, -7 to 0 degrees for La Crosse, down to the south 3 degrees. And then we'll carry over to current temperatures, 11 degrees, -11 degrees for you, -9 in Eau Claire, and -5 as you get into La Crosse. When I come back, I'll give you an overview of how this all shakes out for today and tomorrow. Stick around.
All right, thank you, Art. New this morning, MI Energy Co-op is warning users to monitor their electricity usage while the Arctic weather rolls through. The cooperative says during the peak energy period is expected to begin in just a few hours at 6:55 and end at 10:05 this morning. MI Energy says members can help conserve energy by lowering their thermostats to at least 68 degrees, using their microwave instead of their ovens this morning, or by avoiding running either laundry or dishwashing machines till after this peak alert ends. With area temperatures in the single digits and even negatives, you can never be too prepared when heading outside. Gunderson's injury prevention coordinator Megan Anderson says to cover the sensitive areas of your body, like your nose and ears. She says weather conditions like wind chill determine how quickly frostbite or hypothermia can set in. Anderson says to stay indoors if possible and make sure to check on kids and older adults. And while you can treat mild cases of frostbite at home by using a warm washcloth, more extreme cases need medical attention.
Your fingers, whatever exposed part of your body starts to turn like yellow and firm or gray, then you would want to go to the emergency room to get that checked out.
First responders say there's a lot that bystanders can do to help someone who might be experiencing frostbite or hypothermia. They recommend putting heat packs under someone's armpits or helping move them into a warm building. The Fountain City man charged with hiding a corpse in animal mistreatment is expected to appear back in court today. 69-year-old Arthur McMullen is accused of telling authorities his wife was not home when they tried to serve an eviction notice on their residence, before later admitting that she was dead and inside the home. Police also say that McMullen told them that he did not call for paramedics because he, quote, did not like hospitals due to the cost. Investigators also found 71 dogs and cats inside the home, some of which were alleged to have been neglected. Western Central Drug Task Force seized a record amount of methamphetamine. According to a release, Sajan, Meizu Khan, and John Son were taken into custody. The task force seized nearly 10 pounds of meth. That's an estimated street value of over $360,000. It's a result of a month-long multiple agency investigation into a drug trafficking operation in Eau Claire. Police in Toma are looking for a suspect in a Thanksgiving Day attempted homicide. Police are searching for 30-year-old David Hintz, who is believed to be in the greater Warrens area. Information on Hintz's whereabouts should be directed to Toma PD at 608-343-3754. Police have already arrested 33-year-old Justin Novak in connection to the homicide. He has been charged and is currently being held on a $50,000 cash bond. Novak's next court appearance is set for December 20th. The Wisconsin man who faked his own drowning is in custody. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the story.
Green Lake County sheriffs say Borgwart returned to the U.S. after leaving behind his wife and 3 kids in August after reportedly faking his own death. Investigators say Borgwart traveled from Watertown to Green Lake, then capsizing his kayak, dumping his phone, and paddling an inflatable boat to shore. He then rode an electric bike to Madison. From there, he took a bus to Detroit, another bus to Canada, and got on a plane to Europe, leaving officials to search for his body.
We didn't give up. And we can stand here today feeling relieved.
The search lasted for more than a month. Borgwart faked his own death because of a personal matter. Evidence from an unknown laptop shows he planned to go to Europe to mislead investigators and allegedly be with a girl he met online.
We're still putting that together, so I can't release that yet.
Investigators found passport photos, inquires about moving funds to foreign banks, and communication with a woman from Uzbekistan. Authorities also discovered he took out a $375,000 life insurance policy for his family in January. Borgwart was charged with obstructing an officer. He told the judge he can't afford an attorney, and the court entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. Tonight he remains in jail at a $500 signature bond.
Scheduled for January 13th, authorities say he came back to the U.S. with his family. A fire broke out at a residence on La Crosse's south side. Multiple tankers and other units from La Crosse Fire responded to the scene yesterday. When crews arrived at the scene, they observed heavy flames pouring out of the front of the building. Crews were able to prevent further damage, containing the fire to the original structure. All occupants of the house were already out of the building with no reported injuries. Some celebrity mansions and other houses are in danger from the Franklin fire in Malibu, California. About 20,000 people are under evacuation orders or warnings today. Shifting winds are expected to push smoke as far east as downtown LA. At its peak, officials say the Franklin fire burned areas larger than 5 football fields per minute. The nation's top cop, FBI Director Christopher Wray, is vowing to leave his post when the Biden administration ends, years before the end of his term. It comes weeks after President-elect Donald Trump has already announced a replacement, his loyal ally, Kash Patel. Patel met with senators in Washington yesterday. CBS News' Jared Hill has more from New York, where Trump is expected to ring the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange this morning. Well, there's no indication on whether China's president or any other foreign leaders will accept invitations that President-elect Donald Trump sent to for his inauguration. Meanwhile, President-elect Trump named Carrie Lake as his pick to be the next director of The Voice of America, the federally funded international broadcaster. Lake, a former TV news anchor, was unsuccessful in her recent campaigns for Arizona governor and U.S. senator. The La Crosse Common Council is set to vote on potentially repealing off-street parking requirements. Currently, municipal code requires that property owners provide enough parking spaces to cover every bedroom in an apartment unit. If passed, some council members say it would then allow for property owners to decide on how many parking spaces they will provide, and potentially instead use that land for more housing. The vote comes as the La Crosse Planning Committee estimates that the city will need to add another 200 to 300 housing units every year to keep up with its expected growth. And still ahead on your morning news, granola bars are being recalled due to possible metal contamination. Outages for Facebook and Instagram have spread across the U.S., and deadlines for shipping packages in time for Christmas are quickly approaching. For now, we're going to send you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Let's take a look at this boy getting a new view of the world through his cool blue glasses. Little Liam appears to be all smiles as he gets a crystal clear glimpse of his parents, and the internet loves it, saying that smile is priceless and your baby looks like Rick Moranis. How freaking cute, and totally see it, he is absolutely adorable. And as you begin to wake up this morning, we leave you with a quick wake-up call with the city that is home to the very first Family Dollar, Charlotte, North Carolina. Stay with us, your morning consumer news is after the break.
What will you find at Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique? Everything you need and more. See our selection of Polish pottery, cookware, olive oils and vinegar, and our gadget wall. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique, located inside Wesco and Sparta. Tell them Peyton sent you.
It's the Friday the 13th sale. One day only. Get 13 of the hottest deals, like ground chuck and lots of matzo pizza. 13 deals that are hotter than hot, including items for under $1. Save big on these 13 deals and more, in-store and online. One day only. Friday the 13th, only at Hy-Vee.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
A grand piano is more than just an instrument. It's a statement of elegance and a source of endless inspiration. Its rich full tone can fill any room with warmth and beauty, and when you invest in a grand piano from Lighthold Music, you're enriching your life and the lives of those around you. Let their expert team guide you through the selection process and fine-tune your life with the perfect grand.
A lifetime of pleasure, satisfaction, and fun.
Everybody has an instrument. Yours is at Lighthold Music.
Lighthold Music.
Attention! If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 715-469-6907. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 715-469-6907. Again, that's 715-469-6907.
Welcome to Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Whether you're a gourmet cook or an aspiring foodie, we have something for your style and taste. See our selection of gourmet cookware, bakeware, and appliances. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Stop in today and tell them Peyton sent you.
Thanks to your generosity, Marines have delivered Christmas to children in need since 1947.
Welcome back. I hope you're indoors and not driving around in your car right now while listening to the forecast. I mean, I'm glad you're listening, but still be careful out there. We've got clear skies to at least mostly clear skies out there right now. Not much in the way of insulation with that colder air still funneling in from Canada with that Arctic blast. So observe wind speeds right now. You're seeing it doesn't look too impressive, believe it or not, but you're seeing this all start to tick over into our region right now, into the Coulee region. So those winds will begin to tick up. So right now they're about 6 to about 8 miles per hour. The gusts have been backing off, but you can see right by Decorah, they are slowly but surely kind of working in closer and closer. So as we get into La Crosse, you're looking at least by 8 a.m. -3 degrees. We'll carry that over under sunny skies all the way through the mid-morning hours. 0 degrees by 9 a.m. By at least 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. excuse me, you're looking at 6 degrees pumping into the forecast for you. So we're starting to warm you up out of this cold. Eau Claire starts out at -5 in the morning hours by 8 o'clock, continuing under sunshine, getting back to partly cloudy skies by the end of the mid-morning hours. You're looking about at least by noon, you're back into 1 degree. And of course, as we carry over to it, you're looking at the fog. Not much in the way of fog because of the winds, but since the winds have backed off, we'll keep it. I just want to keep an eye on what's going on. So right now, fog is not an issue. Highs for the day, 1 degree all the way to about 12 degrees. La Crosse is at 11 degrees, Eau Claire at 6 degrees, and as you can see, Lady Smith at 1 degree under, mostly sunny skies. La Crosse today is across the board, highs for the day up to 8 degrees, and if you get into Eau Claire, you're looking at around, say, 6 degrees for the high today, and of course, sunshine for everybody with breezy and gusty winds. A little bit better for tomorrow. Stick around.
You may need to check your pantry. A variety of made good granola bars are being recalled due to possible metal contamination. The products were produced between January and November of this year and were distributed throughout the U.S. and Canada. The company says the recall is only a precaution and no injuries have been reported. Recalled granola bars can be returned to the store for a full refund. Meta says a technical issue caused a widespread outage on apps like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Instagram has received almost 70,000 outage reports, while Facebook has gotten up to 105,000 outage reports. With just 2 weeks to go until Christmas Day, deadlines for shipping packages in time for Christmas are quickly approaching. For the U.S. Postal Service's ground shipping, the deadline is December 18th. For USPS Priority Mail Express, you have until December 21st. For FedEx, the deadline for 5-day shipping is December 17th, or you can cut it as close as Christmas Eve, December 24th, with same-day shipping. And that's a look at your consumer news. We're going to send it over to News 8 meteorologist Art Jarrett.
All right, and away we go, holding on to the possibility of this as we carry over. I'm just going to bump this up here and give you to a better view here. Bitter conditions on the way for us. Not much colder, excuse me, not much, I should say much colder than we saw yesterday. We're going to have blustery conditions as well. Right now the winds are starting to back up, but they're getting up to, at least with the wind chill, possibly around, say, minus 24 to 26 degrees out there right now. And that's for La Crosse. Getting into tomorrow, though, cold conditions start to come back, so we're starting to warm you up a little bit from 0 degrees or so all the way up to about 24 to 25 degrees. That being said, take a look what's going on as we go through it here. Blustery conditions, the wind chill going to get minus 15 to about minus 30 as we go through La Crosse today. Mostly sunny skies expected for the better part of the day, with clouds kind of filtering in and kind of flowing through quickly. We'll get into this cold air coming up from the north, so we've got the west-northwest winds in here. High pressure is going to build back, and as it does, it's going to lift up into the eastern seaboard here, and it's slowly but surely getting to the Carolinas. It's going to vault that higher. High pressure is going to vault that warmer air back a little bit and get it out of the way, and we'll get back into at least some well, cold conditions to be a little bit more comfortable for you and not as dangerous. Highs for today, well, we're looking at least 1 to about 11 degrees, possibly 12 degrees down to the south by Prairie du Chien. We have sunny and skies with blustery conditions, and that wind chill, as I mentioned, up to minus 30 if possible. We have limited cloud cover, so not much in the way of insulation to keep you warm, so you're looking at these skies coming in, taking temperatures down to 0, then bumping back up again into at least 2 degrees for Eau Claire, 7 for La Crosse by the time we get into the 2 o'clock hour. Then we hold on to at least going into the 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock hour. You're looking at temperatures from minus 4 in Ladysmith, under cloud cover to Eau Claire with limited cloud cover, minus 1, and then back over to La Crosse at about 5 degrees. That happens for us as we go into your zones. You're going to be looking at the areas from La Crosse here eventually for the high, getting to about 11 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Other locations down to the south zone, you're looking at widespread temperatures around, say, the teens for you to at least single digits. In fact, we'll get into at least La Crescent at 11. You'll hold on to conditions for the central zone, taking all the way into account Osseo. Oh, they're looking at about 4 degrees, and then about 7 degrees for Sparta. And then we'll take it back up to the north zone, where you're looking at the areas right by Chippewa Falls. So you get into areas by Eau Claire, you're looking at 6 degrees. Ladysmith at 1 degree today, and areas by Augusta, you're looking at maybe 3 degrees. And of course, we've got the clearing skies right now as you take a look, and man, oh man, is it cold out there. And in fact, we'll take it into the wintry mix for Friday night going into Saturday. That puts us in an alert day. So please, for Saturday morning, there is the possibility of hazardous travel due to snow, freezing rain, and sleet. Ice could be a possibility of that too. So all areas for the greatest threat is south of I-90. And of course, you can see the ice here starting around La Crosse, where you're seeing a possibility of that in that lighter shade blue, and then carrying up as you go to Eau Claire, getting into the green. So that's a little bit less, but you can see as you get to the outer rim by Green Bay areas, they're going to be in the ice. So please be careful if you're going that direction. The wind chill as we go through the 9 o'clock hour, it's going to feel like it's about -12 on your skin, -19 in Eau Claire, -23 in Ladysmith. So you can see why it's so dangerous. You'll take it into account as we go to the noon hour and beyond, where you get at least to 3 o'clock for the kids getting back to school. It's going to be, say, around -3 in some cases for La Crosse, and then -9 as you get into the 7 o'clock hour as you go into Eau Claire. Once again, the overnight lows coming back again. This is where we started out this early morning, so I'm going to push this on, but we started out with -7 to at least 0 degrees for La Crosse. We'll carry over to the next 8 days. You can see here we're taking it into account for 11 degrees with bitterly cold conditions. Sunshine, though, more sunshine coming back again for Friday, starting out with clearing skies, getting down to partly cloudy conditions with cold conditions around 22 degrees. Then we'll bump it up through the weekend with temperatures in the upper 30s, so much warmer back into the mild. The alert day for Saturday with a mix of rain and snow. More rainfall coming back as a 50% chance for Monday, and then drier conditions ensue to follow with temperatures dropping back down into the lower 30s. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Art. Still ahead on your morning news, the season of celebration and joy is almost upon us, but for those struggling with addiction, it may also be triggering. Ahead, a few tips to help those in recovery avoid the holiday pressures as they prepare to meet with family and friends.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelers is closing forever. Enjoy savings up to 70% off store-wide. Save big at Holton's today. Hurry in.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea.
We got a message from Mr. Bobby Bones.
Hey everybody, Bobby Bones here. I just want to say thank you for listening to the Bobby Bones Show. We got some ratings back and we are the #1 morning show, 18 to 49, right here in La Crosse. So thank you so much for listening to the Bobby Bones Show, for listening on Kicks 106.3. We hope to be your friends in the morning. And if you know somebody that hasn't checked us out, tell them, let them know. And again, thank you so much.
Kicks 106.3.
Attention business owners, is your roof ready for the new year? Your Choice Roofing specializes in commercial solutions that protect your investment and bottom line. Act now to benefit from Section 179 deductions and bonus depreciation for major tax savings. Lock in 2024 pricing before costs rise. Upgrade to energy-efficient roofing and save on utilities while increasing building value. Secure your roof and savings. Visit yourchoiceroofing.com today.
I would never forget the picture that I have. I'm the only one that's not smiling. Even though I'm with my close friends, I felt alone. I didn't feel pretty, I didn't feel confident. When I got Invisalign, I built my confidence. It was the best investment that I could do.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelers is closing forever. Enjoy savings up to 70% off store-wide. Save big at Holton's today. Hurry in.
Trust the First Horn Weather Team to keep you safe, and even better, you can take us with you. Expect more with hourly temps and conditions, video forecast, interactive radar, and your choice of notifications. We're there when you need us.
Happy holidays from Big Nevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Train dealer.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, a major matchup last night on the mat, a battle of unbeatens, UWL and UW-Eau Claire, two teams in the top 3 in the entire division. Number 2, UWL down 10-7 until Tyler Goebel is going to pick up a major decision. Nice takedown right there, so UWL takes the lead. But the Blue Golds would retake that lead until Marcus Orlandani comes through in the clutch. Overtime with time dwindling down, Orladani defends the head throw and picks up the takedown, and that wins the match to knot things back up at 14. And from there, the Eagles get it done. Ben Kokchinski dominating, and UWL picks up a massive dual win at Eau Claire. And now it is time for the News 8 Play of the Week nominees. And first up, a little bit more grappling. Central senior Christian Parcher with a nice move to gain the power position, slamming his opponent down to the ground. And he will eventually get the 3 count right here. 1, 2, and 3 for the pin. At number 2, it is Cotter's Clarissa Sauer on the hardwood with a slick little move. Gonna hit the step back and can the jumper. A great move right there by the senior. The Ramblers would roll in this one, 53-37 the final from there. Next up, more Minnesota girls basketball action. The Caledonia ladies are unbeaten to start the year, and plays like this are why. Great rebound by Kenzie King, passing it out to Nicole Bonzi, and she drills it. The Warriors would win this one easily by 30. To number 4 we go. We call this hand down, man down, the model right here for Braylon Backus of Black River Falls against Arcadia, pulling from deep and connecting for the triple. The Raiders got the win, but a pretty shot right there by Backus. And last but not least, this one from 2 nights ago, the steal from Brendan Chenault, and the sophomore cleared for takeoff. He skies for the two-handed dunk on Alaska, would roll past Winona in this one, but a great jam right there by the sophomore. So some good stuff once again. To vote, head to news8000.com. Under the sports tab, click on Play of the Week, and you are able to choose your favorite from right there. Voting is open now, and it will be a closed vote, I can assure you that. Those results will be shared on Friday during the 6 p.m. show. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Macy's Friends and Family is the best time to shop for holiday gifts. Take an extra 30% off our warmest and brightest gift ideas. And get 15% off the season's top beauty too. Plus, free shipping starts at $25. Now at Macy's.
It's so cold. I guess I should have called G&T Heating before the furnace went bad. Quite silly, really, with all the things that can go bad with a furnace. Plug vent, rust buildup, dirty flame sensor, the filter. Should have called G&T sooner.
My fingers are freezing. They're numb.
Oh, take my extra pair of gloves.
Extra gloves?
Now is the perfect time to save at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. You'll find store-wide sale prices and we'll pay the sales tax. Drury's makes it easier than ever to furnish your home with top-quality name-brand furniture. And right now, you'll save with store-wide sale prices and we'll even pay your sales tax. Don't miss this incredible offer. Store-wide sale prices and we pay the sales tax. It's only happening for a short time at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
I would name a pet reindeer Peppermint, because, it's Christmassy. I would name him Bolt. Dasher. Probably Lambo. I'll name a pet reindeer Bob. One night I was in bed, and I was listening, and I thought I might have heard something on the roof.
Things are a bit simpler as a kid. We realize not everyone has the same level of comfort and support this time of year. If you need help, please reach out. Peace of Mind Counseling wishes you a safe and happy holiday season.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
It's time to nominate your favorite business for Best of La Crosse County. Make your nominations in each category now through December 31st. The top 5 in each category will move on to the final round. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
Happy holidays from News 8 Now.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
In your morning medical news, drug overdose deaths in the U.S. are on a downward trend. According to the CDC, as of July of this year, fatal overdoses were 17% lower than they were during the prior 12-month period. But despite that recent steep down, CDC data shows drug overdose deaths remain as high as they were at the end of 2020. Medical experts say they can't pinpoint a specific factor that explains why the number of drug overdose deaths have fallen since hitting a record high last summer. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has proposed a rule that could lower the amount of nicotine in tobacco products. The FDA has been developing the rule since 2022, which would require tobacco companies to reduce the amount of nicotine in traditional cigarettes. If passed, there would not be any immediate changes to tobacco products. The Office of Management and Budget's approval process could take months. There will also be a public comment period on the proposal. According to a new study, the food you eat may be affecting your body's ability to fight cancer cells in the colon. The study found that the potential problem may be an overabundance of certain omega-6 fatty acids, perhaps from ultra-processed foods in your diet. Researchers say those particular fatty acids may hinder the anti-inflammatory and tumor-fighting properties of another essential fatty acid, omega-3. However, another expert not tied to the study said not to blame the omega-6s, but instead a lack of omega-3 fatty acids may be the problem. The holiday season brings a lot of celebration and joy, but it can also be triggering for people in recovery from alcohol and drug addiction. Experts say there are steps you can take to ease the pressure, not just for those in recovery, but for family and friends who want to be supportive. Liz Crawford has more.
Jared Dotz has come to appreciate his regular walks, a time to meditate and reflect on how far he's come.
Me personally, I feel like I had multiple rock bottom situations.
Dotz said he spent a decade in and out of rehab for his drug and alcohol addictions. He said the birth of his son 3 years ago was his ultimate wake-up call. Now he says he's 2.5 years sober.
I just believed in myself for once and gave it a shot, and here I am.
Dotz says his recovery is a never-ending journey, and the holiday season can feel like an uphill battle. Everything from social gatherings to stress can be overwhelming.
And be around family and just try to show up now, it becomes a little difficult because not only are we trying to maintain our own recovery and our own sobriety, but we're just trying to learn how to live a normal life too.
Colleen Snow, the alcohol and drug director with the Camden County Health Department, encourages her staff to do extra check-ins and follow-ups this time of year.
Lots of stress that brings on triggers, and being triggered can easily lead to relapse.
Snow says mentally preparing for the holidays and setting realistic expectations can help people, no matter what stage of recovery.
To be open and really do some mindfulness and self-reflection to see where you're at and what you can really handle.
Loved ones can also help by being understanding and supportive.
I'm not taking this personal that they're leaving the party. It's not about me. It's about them and their safety.
If you feel too shaky to where it's I know I can't be around it, sometimes it's just don't go around it.
For Dotz, it's all about connecting with others in the recovery community and being self-aware in social situations.
The National Institutes of Health estimates that roughly 29 million Americans suffer from alcohol use disorder. Some addiction counselors say if you need help, reaching out to your county health department is a great option to find local, affordable treatment. Local leaders gathered in Mondovi for an important addition to Buffalo County's healthcare landscape. The new Amplify Health by Gunderson Mondovi Clinic, Gunderson's first Amplify branded clinic, is celebrating its grand opening with a ribbon cutting ceremony. The facility, located along Highway 37, aims to fill critical healthcare gaps in the region following the departure of previous providers like Prevea and HSHS.
Super disruptive when you hear about hospitals closing and clinics closing. So for us to be able to purchase this clinic, get it opened, I think the clinic closed in April. We'll be opening up, 6-ish months later. Feels really good to get that care back to this community.
The clinic will officially open to patients on Monday. Teachers throughout La Crosse got a special surprise. The La Crosse Public Education Foundation handed out more than $51,000 in Gold Star grants yesterday. 21 projects received funding, everything from maple syrup making to dance programs. Summit Elementary will build an outdoor shelter for maple syruping, while other schools got balance bikes, robots, and interactive touchscreens.
We were hoping for this one because it's such a collaborative experience for everybody, and it ties to our curriculum outdoors. So for us to be able to start this yearly tradition, we're just could not be more excited.
The foundation has given out more than $1.2 million in grants since 1988. The Home and High School fundraiser store is now open to the public. Blizzard Boulevard is a student-run model store designed and managed in entrepreneur class. The class runs the model store every year with proceeds going to a cause in the community. This year, the event will benefit Jack Springselson, a local community member and volunteer football coach, recently diagnosed with testicular cancer. The Rotary Lights ski rink is officially open for the season. Skaters are hitting the rink underneath the Christmas Rotary lights. For the rest of the month, the rink is open on Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., except for Christmas Eve, of course. The full schedule is available on our digital platforms. The spirit of Christmas came alive at the Salvation Army of La Crosse County. Hundreds of families picked up gifts and turkey dinners as part of the Salvation Army's annual Angel Giving Tree program.
Like, some people don't have like homes, enough food, and I just think it's really kind to like help out people that like really need that.
The Salvation Army is still accepting donations online and by mail for those who want to help. The La Crosse Dance Center is gearing up for an annual tradition. News 8 Now's Grace Monk shows us the magic of the group's latest performance of the Nutcracker ballet. We'll have some technical difficulties there, but meteorologist Art Jarrett has a look at your commute.
I can do a little bit of Swan Lake if you like, Allison. I can try that. You know, do a little.
It's beautiful.
Especially my boots right now, holding on to at least as we get into it. Oh, looks like we switched something out again. We're going to hold on to fog, not really an issue this early morning, and we're holding on to at least 10 miles visibility for everybody because of the winds that have been pushing through. Right now, current temperatures, Ladysmith at -12, -9 for Eau Claire, -5 for La Crosse. You can see other locations pretty similar there, kind of mixed in there. Feels like temperatures right now, well, it feels like Eau Claire is -25. It feels like it's -19 in La Crosse. We haven't seen much change since the 5 o'clock hour. You're looking at Red Wing -8, over in Winona -19, and of course, as you can see here, right down to Viroqua -18 out there, -14 in Prairie du Chien. Here's a look at what's happening in La Crosse over the next several hours here. 7 a.m. clearing skies, -2 degrees, mostly sunny out there. Continues right through the mid-morning hours and mostly sunny conditions with 4 degrees getting to the 11 o'clock hour. By the time we get in the afternoon, you're looking at least 7 degrees. La Crosse, pretty nice out there right now. It's as far as skies concerned. Clear skies currently out there. It feels like it's -19 as I've mentioned. You're looking at the pressure holding on to about 30.43, so we're seeing a little bit less in what's happening as far as dew points concerned. So it is cold out there. You're also looking at, it feels like temperatures for La Crosse, as I mentioned, clear skies on to -25 degrees out there. My goodness, it's cold. Temperatures at -9 right now. Kids going to school in Eau Claire, you're looking at -5 possibly by the time you get in the 7 o'clock hour. Heading home, you're going to be seeing about 6 degrees out there for very cold conditions. Please be careful out there. And of course, I'll have more about this coming up for you in just a moment. Coming up in our Buzz Report, though, a holiday song that's already bringing Christmas cheer, reaching #1 on the Billboard Top 100 for the 6th time. You go, Mariah. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience. The gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
The holiday bonus cash sales event is on now at Osseo Automotive, and that means big selection, big savings. Over 40 F-150s in stock with rebates up to $4,500. Drive home a new 2024 F-150 Super Crew STX for only $45,499 after holiday bonus cash, or lease for $399 a month. Over 40 new Super Duties to choose from, like this 2024 F-350 4x4 for just $46,900. Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford.
Attention business owners, is your roof ready for the new year? Your Choice Roofing specializes in commercial solutions that protect your investment and bottom line. Act now to benefit from Section 179 deductions and bonus depreciation for major tax savings. Lock in 2024 pricing before costs rise. Upgrade to energy-efficient roofing and save on utilities while increasing building value. Secure your roof and savings. Visit yourchoiceroofing.com today.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Today is a special day here at WKBT.
The La Crosse area once again showed its amazing generosity during our annual Joy of Sharing event. Because of you, over 1,000 pounds of food, hundreds of toys, and thousands of dollars in donations were donated to help those locally right here in our community. All of us at News 8 Now thank you for your incredible generosity and for taking part in the joy of sharing and being a part of something special.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it and being there when needed, all day, every day. We work hard for this trust because we, like you, expect more. We are News 8 Now.
All right, going into your forecast is what I got going on for you here. Nope, not that, not that, that. There you go. Bitter cold conditions out there right now. Colder and colder and colder it gets this early morning. Then we'll start to warm you up gradually to around 0 to about 6 degrees, maybe even up to 12 degrees. And by tomorrow, not so cold, not so breezy, not so gusty. And so our temperatures will get up to possibly about at least getting up to about 22 degrees or so. So as you carry over through the day, you're seeing La Crosse holding on to -2, carries right through the mid-morning hours. I've already shown you this. Going into 11 o'clock, we'll warm you up through the single digits and get up to at least 8 degrees by 3 o'clock, our high. That being said, we continue to cool you on down. Eau Claire is going to do the same. Cold conditions today with all that cold air coming from the north. High pressure builds up, scoots that colder air back up as we go into tomorrow. That's going to take us to partly cloudy skies and giving way to temperatures at least from about 6 degrees to about 12 degrees to finish out the day. Then we go overnight, and that's when inclement weather starts to pop in for Friday going into Saturday, with the potential for some overnight snow and a mix, and that could bring some ice and some dangerous conditions. For now, though, highs for Thursday, we're looking at some mostly sunny skies with temperatures running from 2. Look at that. Lady Smith picked up a degree extra for today, getting up to possibly 12 degrees. So 2 to 12 degrees for today. La Crosse probably around 11 degrees or so. We'll hold on to the gust tracker as we go through the morning hours. 7 o'clock, the winds are going to be just around, say, 15 to 18 miles per hour. Then eventually we'll get into 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour. We're looking at winds just about 14. So not too much change from the morning to the afternoon. The winds subside, taking it into the evening hours, and we're down under 10. As far as the wind chill is concerned, though, look at that. Going into the 9 o'clock hour and 10 o'clock hour, you're looking at least -11 for La Crosse, Eau Claire, -19, -23. So it is frigid, bitterly cold up there to the north. You guys aren't you guys are pretty used to that right now. So as we carry over all the way to the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hour, you're looking at the winds backing off, -13 in Ladysmith, La Crosse about -4, and Eau Claire about -6. We'll carry over into the nighttime, as are the morning hours, with limited amounts of insolation, no cloud cover, mostly clear skies, in some cases to at least mostly partly cloudy skies coming in from the north. You've got the cloud cover, but temperatures, you can see, continue to dip down as we get into the 7 o'clock hour. Of course, we'll see the roadways looking pretty good for Eau Claire as well as La Crosse here downtown. And of course, we'll see again as we go into it. Eau Claire finishes out as -5, -3 as you go into the mid-morning hours. And then by the afternoon, late morning to late afternoon, you're looking at -3 to about -2 as a 1 o'clock hour. Then by 6, we get to or by 3 o'clock, 6 degrees for your high. Friday rolls in and we're looking at that potential for the severe threat going overnight into Saturday. That's a ice potential kind of moving through the forecast as well. A little sleet as well carrying over to today and tomorrow. 11 degrees bumping up to 22 degrees with mild conditions to go right into your weekend. An alert day for Saturday. And then by Monday, we're back in the rainfall with a little light shower or two. Temperature still rolling around 39 degrees. Be safe out there. Have a wonderful day.
Some exciting news for Wizards of Waverly Place fans. Selena Gomez is engaged. The 32-year-old pop star and actress is engaged to record producer and songwriter Benny Blanco. Gomez and Blanco went public with their relationship about a year ago after collaborating on several songs. In September, Gomez became one of the youngest self-made billionaires in the United States. That's according to Bloomberg. Next year's Oscars broadcast will stream live on Hulu at the same time it airs on ABC, and it will be available for rewatching on Hulu the next day. The stream could give the Academy Awards a big boost in viewership, since Hulu has 52 million subscribers. The 97th Academy Awards will take place at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood on March 2nd.
This hunger that you have inside of you, it needs a master. One wrong move, it all falls apart.
With the help of his father, Dexter adopts a code that helps him kill people without being caught by law enforcement. Dexter, the Original Sin, premieres tomorrow with the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan. Well, that was some Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. It's becoming as regular as Rudolph and Santa. This song has returned to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The 30-year-old Yuletide tune has now topped the chart in a record 6 separate holiday seasons. That is astonishing. I mean, it's really, it connects a lot of people, feel like a strong pull toward the song. It's just like gets them in the holiday spirit, even months ahead of time, like you were saying.
Months ahead of time. Hey, tell me, so are you a Heat Miser fan or a Freeze Miser fan?
Oh, Freeze Miser.
Huh?
Well, okay, I do like it warm.
Right.
But in terms of the show, like, you have to watch A Year Without Santa Claus. For those who don't know what we're talking about, that's the reference.
Yep.
It is it's a Christmas classic.
It's a guy, I grew up with it. Yep.
I love it. I love it. Thanks, Art. And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, how about JJ turning 8 months old today? He loves to crawl and climb all over the house.
If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
Yeah, we sure would. That's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com. Look for the Submit Pictures button on our website.
Stay with us. We've got what you need to know in 5 minutes or less. Your morning news now is next.
News 8 Now and the Co-op Credit Union are taking part in Chase the Chill.
Chase the Chill is a project across North America that provides warm clothing to people in need. Scarves, hats, and gloves are hung on trees in parks with notes attached to them, letting people know they can take them.
Co-op Credit Union and our community are conducting our own Chase the Chill campaign from December through February.
Together, we can keep our community warm this winter.
Donations will be accepted at the Co-op Credit Union location in Alaska.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one? You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this. I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you. Thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it. By telling the heartwarming stories with the same consistency and dedication as the difficult ones. And being there when needed, all day, every day. We work hard for this trust, not just because we love what we do, but because we, like you, expect more. We are News 8 Now.
Happy holidays from Big Netsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Train dealer.
Are you ready for the challenge? Then unplug and get outdoors. The Trail Trek Challenge offers easy hikes and outdoor fun in spring, summer, fall, and winter. Enjoy trails at the most beautiful nature preserves in Wisconsin's driftless area and discover what makes this place so special. Get this free trail guide, download maps, and find nature's treasures on every trail. Learn more at MississippiValleyConservancy.org. Brought to you by Mississippi Valley Conservancy and News 8.
Time now for your morning news now. The Fountain City man charged with hiding a corpse in animal mistreatment is expected to appear back in court today. 69-year-old Arthur McMullen is accused of telling authorities his wife was not home when they tried to serve an eviction notice on their residence, before later admitting that she was dead and inside the home. Police also say that McMullen also told them that he did not call for paramedics because he, quote, did not like hospitals due to the cost. Investigators also found 71 dogs and cats inside the home, some of which were alleged to have been neglected. Police in Toma are looking for a suspect in a Thanksgiving Day attempted homicide. Police are searching for 30-year-old David Hintz, who is believed to be in the Greater Warrens area. Information on Hintz's whereabouts should be directed to Toma Police at 608-343-3754. Police have already arrested 33-year-old Justin Novak in connection to the homicide. He has been charged and is currently being held on a $50,000 cash bond. Novak's next court appearance is set for December 20th. The Wisconsin man who faked his own drowning is in custody. Borgwart returned to the U.S. after leaving behind his wife and 3 kids in August after reportedly faking his own death. Investigators say Borgwart traveled from Watertown to Green Lake, then capsizing his kayak, dumping his phone, and paddling an inflatable boat to shore. He then rode an electric bike to Madison. From there, he took a bus to Detroit, another bus to Canada, and got on a plane to Europe, leaving officials to search for his body.
We didn't give up, and we can stand here today feeling relieved.
The search lasted for more than a month. Borgwart was charged with obstructing an officer. He told the judge he can't afford an attorney, and the court entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. Tonight, he is in jail at on a $500 signature bond. New this morning, MI Energy Cooperative is warning users to monitor their electricity usage while the Arctic weather rolls through. The cooperative says the peak energy period is expected to begin in just a few hours at 6:55 and end at 10:05, so we're actually in that right now. MI Energy says members can help conserve energy by lowering their thermostats to at least 68 degrees, using their microwave instead of their ovens this morning, or by avoiding running either laundry or dishwashing machines till after the peak alert ends. With area temperatures in the single digits and even negatives, you can never be too prepared when heading outside. Gunderson's injury prevention coordinator, Megan Anderson, says to cover the sensitive areas of your body, like your nose and ears. She says weather conditions like wind chill determine how quickly frostbite or hypothermia can set in. Anderson says to stay indoors if possible and make sure to check on kids and older adults. And while you can treat mild cases of frostbite at home by using a warm washcloth, more extreme cases need medical attention.
your fingers, whatever exposed part of your body starts to turn like yellow and firm or gray, then you would want to go to the emergency room to get that checked out.
First responders say there's a lot that bystanders can do to help someone experiencing frostbite or hypothermia. They recommend putting heat packs under someone's armpits or helping move them into a warm building. The La Crosse Common Council is set to vote on potentially repealing off-street parking requirements. Currently, municipal code requires that property owners provide enough parking spaces to cover every bedroom in an apartment unit. If passed, some council members say it would then allow for property owners to decide on how many parking spaces they will provide and potentially instead use that land for more housing. The vote comes as the La Crosse Planning Committee estimates that the city will need to add another 200 to 300 housing units every year to keep up with its expected growth. The Rotary Lights Ice Rink is officially open for the season. Skaters are hitting the rink underneath the Christmas Rotary lights. For the rest of the month, the rink is open on Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., except for Christmas Eve, of course. The full schedule is available on our digital platforms.
All right, taking a look at our local weather right now. Current temperature is holding on to -12 in Ladysmith. Other locations -9 in Eau Claire, La Crosse at -5, and 0 degrees down in Prairie du Chien. That's a look at your list of temperatures. What it feels like out there, though, Eau Claire, it feels like it's -25 outside. La Crosse, it feels like it's -19. It's no joke. Viroqua feels like -18 and -16. That's what it feels like over in Prairie du Chien. Bitterly cold today. No puns on that at all. Cold conditions come back tomorrow where temperatures warm up to 22 degrees. And then the upper 30s start to roll in for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, starting with an alert day for ice and sleet and rain and snow as we go right into Saturday and then carry over into Sunday where it's a little bit drier, going to mild conditions to continue into Monday, and then cool conditions will follow, temperatures back into the 30s.
Right, thank you, Art. And the winners of this year's Nikon Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards are in. A winner this year is a squirrel that was caught in a nutty-looking predicament. He took the top spot, the photo which we can't show right now, but it shows the moment a red squirrel got stuck as it scurried its way into the trunk of a tree. That image was one of over 9,000 entries this year, and the organizers say that's the most entries that the competition has ever received in its 10-year period.
Okay.
So
I think they're doing a trick in the newsroom. They want us to like really find it and watch it.
I think that exactly. They're trying to drive people to go online. I think they're also wanting us to reenact it, which we're not going to do.
I don't think I can do that. I'm not a big fan of squirrels.
Yeah, no, me neither. And you're not going to see any today because it is so cold outside. Guys, I want to emphasize, please stay indoors if you can. Bundle up if you can too, especially that commute to school that a lot of kids are going to be on right now.
Exactly. What she means is there is right now a special weather advisory out there that it could be at least -20 to -30 degrees out there in some cases, where you can get into at least a frostbite within 30 minutes of time.
Yeah. Thank you, Art, for that reminder. And thank you for watching the show. We'll see you today at noon.